Nursery rhymes are often the young child's first introduction to poetry, music, storytelling, and humor. Many of the rhymes we know so well were supposedly written by a certain Mother Goose. However, the French claim that Mother Goose came from France. The English believe she came from Great Britain, and some Americans think she came from New England. The truth is, there probably never was a single Mother Goose, but legends have a way of gaining traction as the centuries pass. And now, in our 21st century, new writers are creating their own rhymes, inspired by the originals with contemporary twists. When you look closely at the rhymes, you see a wide variety of styles and forms. A lot of them are about famous characters who have emblazoned themselves on our collective psyche, like Humpty Dumpty, Jack and Jill, Little Bo Peep, and many more. Some of the rhymes are silly and absurd, while others have a touch of the perverse, which appeals to the young child's fascination with things that are outlandish and bizarre. Many of them are about sweet, soft animals like sheep and pussycats, while mice play a significant role in several of them. Tongue twisters are their own special subcategory, and lullabies hold a special place in the canon. Tonight, people of all ages in the Hudson Guild community, participants, staff, supporters, and friends, offer their own unique interpretations of over 50 rhymes. I hope you will enjoy as much as I have the commitment and sweet charm which they all bring to their loving performances.
Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow is in the corn. But where is the little boy who looks after the sheep? Well, he's under a haystack, fast asleep.
Georgie Porgy, pudding in pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. When all the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, so the poor little doggy had none. She went to the baker to get him some bread. When she came back, he stood on his head. She got a clean dish to get him some tripe. And when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the tavern to get him some wine. When she came back, he was feeling just fine. She went to the hatter to get him a hat. When she came back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber to get him a wig. When she came back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the tailor to get him a coat. When she came back, he was riding a goat. She went to the cobbler to get him some shoes, and when she came back, he was reading the news. The dame made a curtsy. The dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant." The dog said, "Bow wow." This wonderful dog was Dame Hubbard's delight. He could dance, he could sing, he could read, he could write. She gave him rich dainties, whatever he said, and wrote him this poem when he was dead.
Polly, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. They have all gone away.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Lucy Locket lost her pocket. Kitty Fisher found it. Nothing in it, but the binding round it.
Robin and Richard were two pretty men. They lay in bed till the clock struck 10. Then up starts Robin and looks at the sky.
Oh, my friend Richard, the sun's very high. You go before with bottle and bag, and I will come after on little Jack Nag.
There was a crooked man who walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and bathed them all quickly, then put them to bed.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I."
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got, and home did trot, as fast as he could caper, to old Dame Dog, who patched his knob with vinegar and brown paper.
Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so betwixt them both they licked the platter clean.
Bye! Bye!
Bye, guys.
We hope you like the rhymes.
Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them.
Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher turned it out. But still, it lingered near and waited patiently about, till Mary did appear. Why does the lamb love Mary so? The eager children cry. Why, Mary loves the lamb, you know, the teacher did reply.
I like little Pussycat. Her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away, but Pussycat and I very gently will play. Say bye, Gigi.
Three little kittens, they lost their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear that we have lost our mittens." "What? Lost your mittens, you naughty kittens? Then you shall have no pie." Meow, 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 meow. "Then you shall have no pie." The three little kittens, they found their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, see here, for we have found our mittens." "Put on your mittens, you silly kittens, and you shall have some pie." Purr, 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 purr. "Oh, let us have some pie." The 3 little kittens put on their mittens and soon ate up the pie. "Oh, mother dear, we greatly fear that we have soiled our mittens." "What? Soiled your mittens, you naughty kittens?" Then they began to sigh. Meow, 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 meow. Then they began to sigh. The 3 little kittens, they washed their mittens and hung them out to dry. "Oh, mother dear, do you not hear that we have washed our mittens?" "What? Washed your mittens? Then you're good kittens, so I'll let you have more pie." Purr, 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 purr. Oh, we would love more pie.
Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The dog laughed to see so much fun, and the dish ran away with the spoon.
Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? 3 blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tail with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as 3 blind mice? 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice.
Sing a song of 6pence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king?
The king was in the counting house, counting out his money.
The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey.
The maid was in the garden, hanging up the clothes, when along came a blackbird and snipped off her nose.
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy cried, wee, 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 all the way home.
Hickety-pickety, my black hen. She lays eggs for gentlemen. Gentlemen come every day to see what my black hen doth lay. Sometimes 9, sometimes 10. Hickety-pickety, my black hen.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock.
Simple Simon met a pieman going to the fair. Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "Let me taste your ware." Said the pieman to Simple Simon, "Show me first your penny." Said Simple Simon to the pieman, "Indeed I have not any." Simple Simon went to fishing for to catch a whale. All the water he had got was in his mother's pail. Simple Simon went to check if plums grew on a thistle. He pricked his fingers very much, which made poor Simon whistle. He went for water in the sieve, but soon it all fell through. And now poor Simple Simon bids you all adieu.
Peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, Peace porch in the pot's 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot's 9 days old.
Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, prick it, mark it with the B. Put it in the oven for baby and me.
The old man is snoring. He got to bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Black boy joy. Look at your smile while you play with that toy. You can toss it, you can bounce it, you can even kick it, then you make it go.
A diller, a dollar, a 10 o'clock scholar. What makes you come so soon? You used to come at 10 o'clock, but now you come at noon.
In a cottage in Fife lived a husband and wife who, believe me, were comical folk.
For to people's surprise, they both saw with their eyes, and their tongues moved whenever they spoke.
When they were asleep, I'm told that to keep their eyes open they could not contrive.
They both walked on their feet, and 'twas thought what they eat helped with drinking to keep them alive.
What's amazing to tell, I've heard that their smell chiefly came from a thing called their nose.
And those stranger such tales, on their fingers they had nails, as well as on each of their toes.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up 6, 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, do it again. 1, 2, buckle my shoes. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up 6, 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, do it again. Little General Monk sat by the fire on a trunk, eating a crust of bread. There fell a hot coal, on his coat burned a hole. Now little General Monk is dead. Keep always away from the fire. If it catch your attire, you too, like Monk, will be dead.
Hey, little queen, don't drop your crown. If you do, you'll make me frown. Always go high when they go low. You're better than that, don't you know? Fight with your mind and not with your fists. Leave them alone, they won't be missed. And if they won't get on your level, your positive vibes will leave them disheveled.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Betty Butter bought a bit of butter. But, she said, this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. Then she bought a bit of butter, better than the bitter butter, made her bitter batter better. So 'twas better Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter.
My story's called Mama's Boy. Great illustration. Here we go. Hey, baby, baby, don't you cry. What can I do to dry your eyes? Are you hungry, tired, need a change? Or do you just want your mama in your range? She's going to come to you right now, so don't sweat your little brow. The story again, Mama's Boy.
Rockabye, baby, your cradle is green. Your father's a nobleman, your mother's a queen. And Betty's a lady who wears a gold ring. And Johnny's a drummer who drums for the king. Rockabye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. Now there you are. Nursery rhymes.
Good night, sleep tight, wake up bright in the morning light, and do what's right with all your might.